Melissa. I'm the student nurse, as you know. Um, for privacy reasons, I'm going to be referring to you as the F family. So you will be Mrs. F, of course. You know, we don't want to give out anybody's real names.
Yeah.
Um, the reason why I'm doing this teaching today is because I know that where you live, it's very limited on health resources, and sometimes things can be difficult to obtain when it comes to our healthcare. And I just wanted to be able to provide you and your family as well with those resources and like any tips that can help you guys out, like health wise.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry my husband couldn't be here. He's working.
No problem. So thanks for letting me know. It's okay. Oftentimes people have always said, you know that you've actually learned something when you're able to teach it to somebody else. So that'll be a perfect, like homework thing for you. I'll teach it to you, you teach it to him, and we don't have your guys' kids here today, so you guys can both teach it to them as well. We all know the parents are the boss of the family. You guys make the decision, so what you say is law to them.
Yeah.
So, how would you define the word health?
I feel like health is physical and mental, making sure everything, is balanced, you're just basically healthy, everything's running smooth in your body.
Okay, I like that. That's actually a really good definition. So, I don't know if you've ever heard of the WHO. It's the World Health Organization, so WHO. Their definition of health is health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease. So it's pretty spot on with what you were saying. Your bodies are working the way they should. Things are what we would call, normal. Everything's good, mind, body, soul, things like that. What are your concerns when it comes to healthcare?
Mainly money, low poverty. So money is a huge issue, especially when it comes to our healthcare.
Okay, yeah. Well, we both live in, Barstow. We all know we're considered to be low income.
Yeah.
So it is pretty hard to find resources for most of us. And I noticed that when it comes to those healthcare resources, a lot of us don't really know where to look exactly. Not only that, but it's not advertised as openly. We're mainly told about go to your primary doctor, go to this insurance, get this insurance. Like you said, money, money, money at the end of the day.
Yep.
So like I was saying earlier, my goal is to be able to show you the resources that I found within our city of Barstow that are possibly free, that work with low-income families, that can better accommodate you and your family as well. Let's see here. So just give me like a breakdown. What do you do in your guys' family when somebody is sick?
So if it's more of a small common cold, like a sniffle, we just go to any store, buy some over-the-counter stuff. If it's a little bit more, like a throat infection, a little bit more serious, we take them down to Mexico. We have just super cheap doctors down there that we've known forever. But if it's more major, something, life-threatening, obviously we take them to the hospital here.
Definitely. Okay. Glad to know that, life-threatening, that's a big indicator, like, hey, we need to go to the hospital right then and there. So you mentioned going to Mexico. Is that something that you guys did when you were younger, like a cultural thing within your family?
Oh yeah, the doctors we've known since I was little, and now they're treating my kids.
Okay. And even though, you have to travel a little bit farther, would you say those costs are, they're better than stuff that-
Definitely, it's more cheaper. You spend more gas and, doctor's visits. And the medication down there is so much more cheaper than going to work or going to a doctor's office here.
Yeah. So if you were able to find like places within this area, you would be more than happy to like take you and your family to those kinds of places, right?
It would be great.
Okay, well, that's good to know. So I did find some resources when I was doing some research around town. A lot of stuff that I didn't know about, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people in this town don't know about unless they're actually digging for it.
Yeah.
So you remember where the old bowling alley was at? Sad that they changed something so fun into something different.
Yeah.
They actually changed that into a new like health clinic, and if you go inside, they have a place for eye doctor, a place like a regular clinic, resource center, and everything. So it's really nice. When you go in there, you never would have thought it was a bowling alley.
Yeah.
So you have 2 younger daughters.
Yes.
Back to school time, you know, often vaccines are a big thing. A lot of parents don't like to vaccine their kids anymore.
Yeah.
You know, we all hear about that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they help us. It's better because it's that preventative care. So you were saying that money, there's actually that new health clinic that I was talking to you about. You can schedule a time with them, and you can take your children in.
Just stop. We'll do it again.
It's okay. I'm not worried about your clothes. It's no big deal.
Hold on. Let's just.
And they actually offer a lot of good public programs that work with low to moderate income families that are eligible for this, and it's potentially, you know, free. So it's cool because they offer free physicals and dental care for children from the ages of 0 to 18,
Oh wow.
which is really hard because, you know, at most places they stop at what, 15,
Yeah.
or they start charging more.
Yeah.
So they'll go based off of your family size and income. You can always call them to find out more stuff. They give free Tdap vaccinations. You can bring your child's shot record, and they'll be able to, you know, help with that. They do well child exams, vision and hearing screenings, lab tests to be able to check your child for TB, anemia, urine tests of any kind. So I wanted to give this to you because it's something good to hang on to.
Yeah.
It's somewhere local, and I believe that there's someone that can, you know, help out with that cost that kind of worries you guys a little bit. And what's nice too is that community health center also provides services for adults. So I know that I mentioned the 0 to 18 ages, but you know, for you, they offer well women exams. So we all need to stay up to date with our bodies, of course.
Yeah.
They offer a pharmacy in there, so you can discuss medications, behavioral health. You can take your families in there for for sick visits for adults as well. So you know, they get those sniffles and stuff. If you come to notice that, you know, the regular cough medicine isn't working for you guys, you can definitely go and visit there as well. You can also let your other family know about that too. I know you guys say you go to Mexico.
Yeah.
Are you guys bilingual?
Yes.
Okay. If a majority of your family has an issue, because I know that is a common thing within our city,
Yes.
it's a language barrier, but it's bilingual as well. So feel free to let them know too. So that way you guys are saving that gas money. You guys can, you know, save that resource for you guys and take advantage of what's being offered to you here. It says that walk-ins are welcome. You can always, you know, go in for an appointment. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5. Here's another one. It just gives you more of that information as well. Did you have any questions, like in regards to that stuff so far?
These are free.
Yes. So those services will be considered free. Of course, you know, the more in-depth service that there is, the more chance that there is going to be a cost. But the great thing is that I know so many people look at our area as being kind of like a look down on it because we say low income and it has such a bad connotation with it. But with that, we're getting these awesome services that can help us in the end. You know, so they'll be able to work hand in hand with you and your family.
Great.
Yeah, I think that's definitely something good, you know, to look into.
Yeah.
And then let's see here. So some other stuff too. I wanted to talk to you about some preventative care. So things you guys can do at home, you know, to help promote better health. What comes to your mind when I say like preventative care? I wanted to talk to you more about like preventative care, things that you guys can do at home to just promote, you know, better health, prevent things from getting to that point to where you feel like you have no choice but to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
So what would you say, like what do you think when I say the words preventative care? What comes to your mind?
Mainly hand sanitizer, making sure, you know, everything's clean and sanitized so germs don't progressively transfer to everything and everybody.
Yeah, I mean, we all know germs, they move like wildfire. It's really easy, especially for kids, to not take the whole hand hygiene serious.
Yeah.
So definitely stress that, especially, within your home. You guys are so close together and you're constantly around each other. If one person misses that hand hygiene or just, the germs in general, you've created a whole,
Monster.
you've basically created a whole area of where germs are just going to exist. So I think that's great. That's good that you think of stuff like that. Other stuff I want to, bring to your attention is nutrition. Most families nowadays, they don't really believe in sitting down at a dinner table or a home cooked meal. It's so much easier because we're all on the go to go through a drive-through. Would you guys say that your family is always on the go? Like, you guys like to eat out, drive-through family, or like, do you like to do home cooked meals?
We're definitely more of a home cooked meals, but obviously some days we don't have time and we go and have some fast food, but we're mostly home cooked meals.
Okay. What kind of meals do you guys usually have? Like, what's a typical meal? Dinner.
Anything from chicken salad to chicken enchiladas, literally anything.
Okay. I like that. And are you guys do you like to snack? Like, is it a snacky
Oh
family?
yes.
Okay.
We have a snack cabinet.
Okay. Definitely. And I mean, I gotta admit, I'm a snacky person too.
Mhm.
Give me chips,
Yeah, definitely.
French fries are my favorite thing and my worst enemy at the same time.
Yeah.
But we've all heard too much of something can be bad.
Yeah.
Of course. Everything we have to take, it has to be a balance. We have to substitute sometimes as well. We can't constantly be eating out or replace the soda with water, things like that. So a good thing to do is I know that the IEHP office, I don't believe we have one in Brushow. I can't really remember, but I know we have one in Victorville. And if you guys don't have an issue with going to Victorville or getting to Victorville, they offer free cooking classes.
Oh wow.
And I think that's a really cool opportunity. It gives your guys' family a chance to promote family bonding. You can learn some new recipes. They kind of teach you healthy alternatives, and I know it's kind of tough because when we hear healthy and food, we're kind of ugh, I'm gonna eat salad all the time now, or I'm gonna eat fish all the time. So they teach you how to make good tasting.
Well, that's good. That's something that we need to check out.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely free.
Yeah.
So
okay.
go and check that out. They offer Zumba classes and everything. So that leads me to my next one is exercise. I feel like when people hear exercise, they're like, oh, please don't say anymore. I don't want to hear any more about that. But exercise is a big role in our health. And a lot of people think hey, I have to have a gym membership. I have to, do all these crazy workout videos. There was that workout video that was a big hit a few years ago that people were throwing up to because it was such a hard workout.
Yeah.
I don't know why somebody would want to do that, but they would do it. But exercise is good, even if it's only 30 minutes a day.
Yeah.
I know you guys are a close-knit family. You were telling me that before, that you guys do like to spend time with each other. You guys have your pool, definitely 30 minutes outside.
Oh, definitely.
Race each other, promote some healthy competition. Go for a walk, it's always nice. I know it's really, really hot out here. We're in the middle of the desert. So once that sun kind of starts to set, it's a good time. What I was telling you earlier, the same place where you can go and take those cooking classes, free Zumba classes. I think anytime we hear something free, it's just kind of gotta take advantage of it, right? If it's free, why not?
Yeah.
It's like when you go to the store, they're giving out free samples.
You have to take some.
I want every sample. So why not do the same thing with your health, you know? Especially with something as important as your health. And then the last preventative measure that I can think of is don't wait until the last minute. I know you said life or death, and when in doubt, kind of go to Mexico to take care of the whole family. But sometimes you can't make it there. And sometimes you don't want to wait till that last minute. If you're noticing, certain things you're feeling a little more sluggish, or you're noticing some things, chest pain is a big one.
Oh yeah,
chest
definitely.
pain, even the slightest little ow, don't take that with a grain of salt. Take that serious. Some things that you guys can do at home for things like that is just, like you said, that hand hygiene, your nutrition, exercise. A lot of people have a big thing with like high blood pressure now. It's so common, especially within certain cultures. I know Mexican American cultures, high blood pressure is a big thing. We love our food, you know. We love our food. We like a cold beer every now and then, you know. I mean, you can't lie about it, but you just got to take things in moderation. You can do things as far as checking your own blood pressure. You know, I have my old school blood pressure cuff. I could show you how to use that if you want, but I understand a lot of people don't want to see that because it's a little bit harder. You got to go out and buy that. You got to go out and buy a stethoscope. If you don't want to buy anything, go to your store. I know at Walmart, Rite Aid, they have the blood pressure machines for free. Just go and check it, you know. I'm not saying that you have to start freaking yourself out or self-diagnosing or anything like that. You know, you don't have to do that. Just kind of just be aware. You guys have a great family. You guys obviously care about one another. You know, you want to be healthy.
That's our biggest thing.
Yeah, and you know, it starts with you guys. It starts with the parents. You want to relay that to the kids. Because they're not gonna just up and say, hey, like let's all go take our blood pressure just out of nowhere, you know. You're just gonna be like, you gotta make it fun for them too. And that's what I'm trying to do with you guys. I'm just trying to promote ways that'll get you guys not only healthy but like promote family bonding. Because I feel like that's something that a lot of people will miss out on, or they take these teachings as, oh, they're just trying to shove doctors down our throat.
More money.
More money. But I wanted to show you these. You know, they're free. They're something good. They're fun too. I mean,
Zumba classes.
Exactly.
Free cooking classes.
Doesn't it just sounds good, right? I mean, we have health fairs around town too. I know that there's like resource fairs. They just had one earlier today at the community center. You guys want to get out and do something? I know that the High Desert Center, like the little I can't remember what it's called, but it's like the little Desert Discovery Center. They offer like free tours and stuff for kids. You guys ever want to get out and do stuff like that? We have the Relay for Life here in town. You know, just last month I think it was. You guys can go participate in that. It's free.
And it's exercise and family bonding.
Exactly. And see, that's exactly what I wanted to teach you. So I'm glad that, you know, it's a good understanding for that. And I think that it's great that, you know, we're able to sit down and talk about this. Do you have any questions for me so far?
I'm just amazed that everything we have in our community. I mean, it's crazy. I never knew this.
Exactly.
Now looking into it, I'm gonna have to definitely look into it and make some appointments and, you know, check out those cooking classes.
I know that, like, you said that you weren't really aware of this stuff. What do you think could change within the community to maybe bring more of this to your attention? Like, are you guys a social media person, or do you like getting stuff in the mail?
I mean, I think both. I mean, not every family is like ours, you know. A lot of families do look at their mail, and if these came in the mail, I'm pretty sure a lot more people would
take advantage of these resources.
I'm sure if, you know, a lot more people knew these were options, they would definitely be more encouraged to, you know, think about their health.
I think that's great. See, I feel like a lot of people are kind of nervous to, you know, speak up and say, hey, this is what our town needs more of. So I think that's really good as well. Well, if you don't have any more questions for me, I just kind of wanted to leave you with this. I know that earlier we were talking about, you know, kind of more of the spiritual aspect of everything. You know, you guys were saying it's a really religious family. You guys are a big cultural family as well, so we were talking about that as well. So I kind of wanted to leave you with this. It's John 1:2, I believe it is. It says, "Dear friend, I pray that you may enjoy good health and that all may go well with you, even as your soul is getting along well." So I just want to leave that with you. If you don't have any more questions, I really hope that this teaching was helpful. I hope that I was able to, you know, accomplish what we set out to do in the beginning. You got a better understanding of health and the resources in the community. And just thank you for your time.
Thank you. I mean, now we know a lot more about our community.
Yeah, no problem.